SUTV News. I'm Emily Walters.
And I'm Jake Palmer. With the recent mass shootings and in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination at UVU, Southern Utah University's campus police force works hard to ensure SUU's campus safety against violence. Our reporter Emily Walters has more on the scene.
Since conservative Speaker Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September 10th at Utah Valley University, campus security has become an increasing concern for colleges in our state. Here at SUU, the campus police force continues working hard to ensure safety.
We always plan ahead and try to mitigate as much as possible. So with what happened with Charlie Kirk, it really hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, we kind of did review, but it's just how when we do events, it's been the same, and we're just careful all the time to make sure it's well planned out.
SUU's campus police continually reevaluate current situations that might affect security.
Yeah, it's ongoing. I mean, there's a couple times that, and even before this incident happened up north, we're always reevaluating. We will sit there and say, well, maybe we just heard some stuff from the FBI or SIAC or somebody from up north that might raise a couple flags. So we might say, hey, we may want to get one more person here.
Leave a phone number or a brief message, and an officer or staff member will be able to help you out.
For SUU TV News, I'm Emily Walters. This year marks the 28th anniversary since the Student Center was named after former graduate Sharwan Smith. Here is Jake Palmer with more.
Sharwan Smith is one of the most prominent names that you can find here on the campus of Southern Utah University. She was the former student body vice president of activities and went on to become the president of the Lambda Delta sorority here on campus. However, a few years after she graduated from SUU, tragedy struck. She and her niece, Shiloh Shurtleff, were killed in a one-vehicle car accident, leaving only one survivor, her sister, Stacy Shurtleff.
After she had passed, some students came to us, Hiram and I, and asked if we would have any influence. The students had got together and they wanted to name the new administration building that was being built, named after her. We don't know what influence we could do. They went back to President Sherritt, and President Sherritt said, if you can get enough signatures, then I will take it to the state of Utah and present it to them. One night, Hiram and I were flying home from Salt Lake, and President Sherritt was on the same plane. While we were waiting for our plane, he came up to us and said, it passed. And we said, what passed? And he said, the new student center is going to be named Sharwan Smith Student Center.
Because of those students, Sharwan was chosen to have her legacy live on with the statue and the new student center named after her. Sharwan was often known to have a beautiful and bright soul by many. On March 11, 1997, nearly 2 years after her death, the Sharwan Smith Student Center was dedicated in memory of Sharwan and her contributions to SUU.
It's an honor to just honor her. One of the things that I loved about Sharwan is that I think the reason she came across larger than life is because she just had this incredible ability to connect with others, to include others, to welcome others, and to help them feel as though they belonged and that they were a part of something really special.
To this day, 30 years later, Sharwan's legacy stands strong. She embodied love and connection and is a symbol to every student, professor, and faculty member that is tied to this campus.
So Sharwan and I were students together on campus in the early 90s. She was always the life of the party, and she always brought the sunshine. She was the light that everyone looked to, and she was the gatherer. She would bring us all together and get us to be friends or working together or positive directions. I think of that legacy today and how that still lives on, and students are the heart of what we do here at SUU, and Sharwan exemplified a lot of that.
For SUU TV News, I'm Jake Palmer. The Dungeons & Dragons Club meets every Wednesday evening, but what exactly goes on at this club? Our reporter Nathaniel Buck investigates.
Every Wednesday evening, a small group of students from all walks of SUU life gather in the General Education Building. Their goal? Storytelling through an unconventional medium. This particular group meets under the supervision of the Dungeons and Dragons Club, so named due to its focus on the popular tabletop role-playing game. During a regular TTRPG session, players will take on the role of various different characters they've created.
So tonight I played a character who I named Oli, named after a person I work with. She is a very small Russian lady, and she's kind of a crazy old lady, but not I don't know. She's a sweet little thing, but it's my first time playing her, so I'm not too sure where I'm gonna take her yet.
One participant, often referred to as a game master, is responsible for setting the stage for the other players. The group then works together to tell a story through their characters interacting with the world. If questions arise as to whether something happens or not, dice are rolled against a target number. If you roll equal to or higher than that number, you succeed. If not, you don't. Though the club is primarily based around Dungeons and Dragons, groups are not limited to the fantasy genre or even D&D itself. This particular group is using a rule set called Monster of the Week, which is inspired by TV shows like Supernatural.
I really like the setting. I don't normally do stuff set in like the real world, so it's kind of wanted to challenge myself and give myself a weird setting that I had to work with.
When it comes to why this group plays TTRPGs, their reasons are as varied as the characters they portray. They're always happy to welcome new players to the hobby.
I think it is an amazing outlet to get stories out. I've worked through, honestly, a lot of my own problems through characters. And I find different pieces of myself in characters.
For SUTVNews, I'm Nathaniel Buck.
SUU's 3 main learning centers recently had an open house for students to discover the resources available to them. Our reporter, Alora Bailey, has the scoop.
Sun, but then it gets to the point where like, but can the sun even apologize for giving a person heat stroke?
SU's Tutoring Center, Public Speaking Center, and Undergraduate Writing Center recently had an open house where students could learn about the various centers and get treats. Students were invited to visit all 3 centers in order to get entered into a drawing for a $30 gift card for SU's bookstore. These resources are free for students to use in order to get help with any assignment they have. The Public Speaking Center and their tutors are available to help students prepare for speeches or any oral presentations and can help look over your speech as well as assist in practicing. Their hours are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday with shortened hours on Friday and are located in the Braithwaite Center, room 204.
I think this is an important resource because public speaking is everywhere, whether it's in your jobs, in your classes, and everyday life. You have to know how to speak to people, and so I think it's important to be able to have a place to practice to do that so you can feel confident in the real world.
The Tutoring Center has tutors skilled in various subjects available to help with any assignment. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday with shortened hours on Friday and are located in the Electronic Learning Center, room 204.
I get to spend time learning not only how to do the subjects that I've already taken, so it's a good refresher for me, but not only that, I get to help other people, which is always a great plus, just having people see like that aha moment.
Finally, the Undergraduate Writing Center has writing tutors available to help with any type of writing assignments, offering proofreading, brainstorming, and much more. Their hours are 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursdays, with shortened hours Fridays and Saturdays, and are located in the Braithwaite Center, room 101. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
In more Southern Utah University news, many may not know that SUU has its very own student-run journal. SUU News is currently in the works for a new edition of the University Journal. Reporters, editors, graphic designers, and photographers are all working hard to bring this new edition to life. The new edition of the University Journal will be available this month. You can find your physical copies at the newsroom or in any SUU building. The journal is available at SUUnews.net. The SUU News employees are thrilled to showcase their work this semester.
So the theme for our next University Journal is a new page, which I think really reflects the time that we're at SU News. It's a brand new year, we have new reporters, we have new section editors, and we have new stories that need to be told. So I think what I'm most excited about is being able to share those new stories with everyone.
This past weekend, Canyon Creek Services held their annual gala. This year's theme was Moonlit Canyon Masquerade. The event featured an awards ceremony honoring contributors to Canyon Creek Services and those who have fought in the cause against domestic abuse. There were also line dance lessons, a fire dancer, a make-your-own trail mix station, a bar, vendors, and a photo booth. The Masquerade fundraiser is their biggest event of the year and brings attention to the notion masks off of domestic violence. The objective is to help people understand domestic violence and destigmatize beliefs about it. Canyon Creek Services is a community-based organization that helps survivors of domestic violence in Beaver, Iron, and Garfield counties. Attendees danced the night away while supporting a worthy cause and contributing to their community.
Recently, SUU hosted the 25th Shakespeare competition, where high school students from around Utah were able to compete in 4 categories of performing arts. The 4 categories the students could participate in were theater, technical theater, music, and dance, revolving around William Shakespeare's works. This competition encouraged observation by both peers and professionals. Students would perform in front of judges and other high school students. Once finished, the judges would briefly talk with the performing group about their strengths and give constructive feedback. Over 100 schools participated, with about 4,500 students.
Wow, that sure is a lot of students to have on campus at one time.
And I know I heard a ton of people talking about how many students it was on campus. As people were going to classes, they were sitting in hallways, they were sitting, especially in the Centrum, or the AFEC now. Yeah, they were all over the place. But that's a really cool opportunity for them to come to a college campus and experience things like that.
Yeah, it's really wonderful that they have that opportunity. It seemed like a lot of them were having fun, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Learning how to do their own makeup, costumes, all that stuff. Really good experience for them to have.
And to perform at a big stage like this and to compete for something, I think that's pretty memorable for them.
Absolutely. We are Festival City after all, right? Anyway, we're going to take a quick break right now.
After this, weather and sports.
Welcome to SUTV Weather. I'm Briar Adams. Today is Thursday, October 9th, and we will be looking at our upcoming weather forecast this week in Cedar City, Utah. As you can see, we are cooling down just a little bit in temperature. We're getting down more into the mid-60s range this weekend, and we are looking at some thunderstorms as well, so be prepared for that. As of Friday, the percentage is very low for thunderstorms, but today and Saturday are showing higher percentages, so be aware of that when you're out and about this weekend. Later in the week, we are looking at more sunny conditions, but we are going to continue to go down in temperature. We're looking more in the mid to low 60s, as well as even high 50 range next week, so be aware of that coming up this next week or so. And our low temperatures are going to be cooler as well. We're looking more in the mid 40s to even high 30 range, so plan on those cool mornings and evenings. As you can see on our radar, not a lot in the Cedar City area that this shows, but SUU did just send out a flood warning to everybody, so be sure to check your emails about that and be aware of all of the places that you're driving and going this weekend with those flood warnings. I did want to go over a few indoor weekend activities that you can do this weekend to stay out of the rain. For one, KJ's Ice Barn is doing hockey games this weekend. I know that they do offer student discounts as well for tickets, so it's super fun, super cheap to go. They go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Another thing is the annual Pumpkin Festival will be at Diamond Z Arena this weekend. It's on Saturday, and that is about $5 to attend, and they have lots of fun fall activities. Another thing that is actually free is Cedar Fun Center does their free movie Friday every weekend. And this week it is a Halloween movie, so be sure to check out their website to see those movies and times, but be there early so you can get good seats. And last but not least, if you're not feeling a movie, also this Friday, Off the Cuff Comedy has their usual weekly show, and that is $10 to attend, and that's at 8 p.m. on Friday nights. Another event that is not indoors, but I wanted to talk about, is the New Harmony Apple Festival, and that is this Saturday morning, and it's only about a 15-minute drive from Cedar City, so if you're willing to go out in the rain, it is a super fun activity. It is National Moldy Cheese Day today, so happy National Moldy Cheese Day to all of our blue cheese fans out there. And we have quite a few music legend birthdays today, so happy birthday to John Lennon, Sharon Osbourne, and Scotty McCreery. Happy birthday to all of them if you're a fan. Thank you for watching SUTV Weather. I'm Briar Adams. We'll be right back after this break.
Joining me today to help illustrate the critical importance of contacting 811 before you dig is my alter ego, Micro. Can you hear me down there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I am not having a good time.
Oh, what's the problem, little buddy? Well, for starters, I'm in a sewer. Yeah, been there, done that.
Something's wrong down here. Hey, wait, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's just another guy who started to dig before he called 811.
You smell that?
In local sports news, women's volleyball eked out their second win of the season on Saturday. Their game against California Baptist occurred a little less than a month after their only other win, also against a Californian school. They head south to Tarleton University on Saturday to see if they can continue the streak. Men's golf kicks off their final tournament of the fall season today. The Visit Stockton Pacific Invitational is held in Stockton, California. Golfers will be teeing up from today until Saturday. In international sports news, soccer fans are celebrating a milestone achievement. Cristiano Ronaldo, captain of the Portugal national team, has reached a net worth of $1 billion, the first soccer player to do so. The 40-year-old pro has 2 goals he hopes to achieve before he retires. The first is to win the World Cup with Portugal, and the second, reach 1,000 official goals. He currently stands at 946. Breaking basketball news from the NBA, LeBron James has been sidelined for at least 3 to 4 weeks, missing the Lakers season opener. The Lakers forward announced earlier today that he has sciatica on his right side. James has been playing with the Lakers for 7 seasons and has led them to a championship victory in the 2020 NBA Finals.
Thanks, Jake. At Southern Utah University, students have the chance to experience more than just academics. SUU Outdoors offers trips that let students explore nature and build community. Here's Hai-Jin Kim with more.
Students left campus for an overnight trip organized by SUU Outdoors. Their destination was Great Basin National Park on the Utah-Nevada border. The program combines education and recreation, giving students a chance to learn about the region while spending time outdoors. One of the highlights was a tour through Lehman Caves, where unique rock formations have developed over millions of years. The group also hiked trails through the park, surrounded by quiet forests and wide mountain views. The evening ended around a campfire. Sharing s'mores and stories helped students connect beyond the classroom.
So the SU Outdoors program is just a way we can get students outdoors if they haven't been outdoors and just make it more accessible. A lot of our trips are free, and then overnight trips like the one we're on right now is very low cost. If you were to do this through a private company, it would be hundreds of dollars, and then you would also be expected to tip your guide or whatever. But here we're students, we're doing it for the experience, and we'd love to get other people outdoors. So we don't expect any of that, and we're able to get everybody out here and have a good time.
For information on upcoming adventures, students can visit SUU Outdoors. More trips are scheduled throughout the semester.
More on outdoor adventures. A staple in southern Utah is celebrating their last month before closing for the winter season. The Cedar Breaks National Monument is expecting access to be limited in late October through mid-November. As the weather grows colder and snow accumulates in the Bryan Head area, road closures will take place on State Route 143 and 148. Despite cold weather, there is still some time to visit some of Cedar Breaks' renowned trails, such as the Alpine Pond Loop Trail. This trail is only 2 miles round trip, and it is suitable for any level of hiker. For more information on access to the park, visit the National Park Service website at nps.gov.
Hidden away on a corner of SUU campus is the Garth and Jerry Frenner Museum of Natural History. The museum hosts a variety of exhibits dedicated to showing off the nature that makes up Utah. This includes a collection of interactive exhibits, rocks, fossils, and various taxidermy animals. Currently, the museum has a limited time exhibit about bees and other pollinators. These exhibits will be in the museum until March 25th, 2026. The museum is free and open weekdays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The museum offers a lot of information of like the world around us, and the science that people work so hard for. I think what you'll take away from this museum is how the world not works around you, but a little bit more about how everything functions, or the way things kind of are the way they are.
Cedar City's Providence Center Lighthouse is scheduled for demolition after its tour season. Here's Brooklyn Beard with more.
The view makes it worth it. It is amazing.
Cedar City's landlocked lighthouse has officially closed for public tours. The structure has been a part of Cedar City since 2000, but is currently facing its anticipated destruction as a part of the South Cedar Interchange project put on by the Utah Department of Transportation.
Walmart wasn't here, none of this development around us was here. And so he had built it really just as a way to bring people to the southern part of Cedar City so that the growth would come and to be able to develop this area commercially. It worked because there's a lot of people down here, which is why it is going to be torn down, because there's so much growth in traffic. But his idea worked.
The project plans to redesign the interchange leading into the I-15 Cross Hollow Drive to reduce the amount of traffic in the area. The plan has been met with backlash from residents and business owners.
I'm very sad about it. It's a landmark.
We just think it's wrong. We've been here for 23 years, and this lighthouse has just been part of the town. It's a big part of the history of this town.
Yeah, it won't be the same.
Laurie and Jeremy Scholzen purchased the lighthouse 15 years ago. It came along with the land they purchased to start their dental business.
We knew we wanted this area, and this was the only parcel available for sale at the time. We went down a couple of different routes of maybe we need to donate it to the city anyway, but it was one of those things that was actually, they preferred for it to be under private ownership. So we've kept up the exterior and kept it up for all of that time.
The landmark was originally classified as a sign and therefore deemed illegal to climb, but after getting it up to code, rezoned, permitted, and reclassified, the building was officially safe. Those who have visited the lighthouse have had positive experiences, particularly raving about the view at the top.
What was your favorite thing about the top?
The mountainside was one.
Yeah, just being able to walk all the way around
And see all the cedar. Yeah.
360 degrees.
And I saw my roof to my house.
You're like, that's where I live.
I didn't see the roof.
I looked.
Oh, you have to go back up.
Oh no.
Gotta make the climb. It's the climb.
It was fun.
A petition has been started to save the lighthouse and has already received nearly 1,000 signatures. The lighthouse will now periodically open for special events depending on UDOT decisions and time frame. For SUTV News, I'm Brooklyn Beard.
We have talked about this lighthouse extensively, but I just got one more story I want to tell. I was driving up from St. George on Monday with my wife. It was late night as we pulled into town, saw the lighthouse in all of its glory, and it was shining bright, and at the same time we both went, ah. And I feel like that's how everyone's feeling right now.
Yeah, it's so sad. I mean, especially for people who grew up here, I feel like, as kids seeing the lighthouse, it's so cool to have an inland lighthouse, a lighthouse with no water. And those goofy things like that are what make a place so endearing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Coming up next, we have the Nature Hills Harvest Fest.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Just a 10-minute drive north of Cedar City is the annual Nature Hills Harvest Festival. This past Saturday, October 4th, community members and families took a hayride to enter the 5-acre farm. The event celebrates the beginning of the holiday season with something for all. Attendees can purchase locally sourced foods and beverages at the farm store, such as pumpkin apple cider, pumpkin bread, honey, and fruits. A live petting zoo is available for guests wanting to interact with cows, pigs, goats, and many other animals. There are also several photo op spots and decorated natural sites to capture memories throughout the venue. Other notable activities include churning apple cider, visiting and picking out pumpkins at the pumpkin patch, exploring tomato and cucumber greenhouses, and learning archery skills. The festival concludes its annual run on Tuesday, October 13th. For more information and future Harvest Festival dates, visit naturehillsfarm.com.
The Festival City Farmers Market is in full swing every weekend. Reporter Amy Huffner has the details.
Cedar City hosts its Festival City Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 100 West and University Boulevard, near the Johnson Center. Members of the community can find booths with everything from fresh produce to tarot readings to jewelry and other artisan crafts.
I really love that everyone in the market is it is like a family. I know that sounds really cliche, but all the vendors know each other, all the regulars know the vendors, and we try our best to make sure everyone is getting eyes on their product, foot traffic through, making sure that their business really is something that people know about.
The market features something for everyone, with diverse food vendors that offer a fresh bite to eat, places to sit and relax, lots of fun for the kids, and live musicians playing throughout.
We've been coming every week. It's fun to see what all the community makes, and it's fun to get to know people. I love this salsa stand right here. It's amazing. So yeah, it's so fun to see the community and what they do.
The market is year-round and will continue every Saturday. Hours will shift in November to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To become a vendor or for more information, visit festivalcityfarmersmarket.com. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner.
In other local farm news, Staley Farm in St. George, Utah celebrates its 24th fall season. This farm hosts a wide variety of attractions for visitors of all ages, such as a corn maze, a pumpkin patch, a playground, and a petting zoo. The event is open to all ages and targeted toward families. For general admission to most attractions, you can purchase tickets, the price depending on the day of the week. Some attractions require tokens, which are $1 each. This Halloween season, Staley Farms presents its 20th anniversary of the Field of Screams, Southern Utah's #1 haunted attraction. And for more tickets and to buy tickets, visit StaleyFamilyFarm.com.
I love seeing all the cute animals, the cute cows and the pigs and the emus, and they're just so cute. And I love to do everything here.
State Bank Business Challenge Semifinals, a competition that brings together students, community members, and entrepreneurs from across Utah. The event took place at the Dixie Levitt Business Building, where around 80 judges listened to business pitches. Participants rotated through 3 different rooms, each with its own panel of judges who voted on their favorite ideas. The competition serves as a platform for both student and community businesses to showcase their projects, gain feedback, and compete for a share of $50,000 in cash prizes. At the end of the semifinals, 6 finalists were selected to advance the final round of the challenge. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Emily Walters.
And I'm Jake Palmer. Today we leave you with more footage from the Festival City's Farmers Market.
We'll see you next time.